Welcome to the Dropship Podcast, where you'll learn how to build and grow a high-ticket dropshipping business and hear stories from successful e-commerce entrepreneurs. Let's kick this thing off. Hey, welcome to the Dropship Podcast. And today I'm going to do an SEO teardown once again. So if you're just listening to the podcast version of this, I'd recommend going to Spotify where you can see the video, or heading to our YouTube channel where you can watch me break this down. I'm going to be working on the same site John just did a website teardown and a Google Ads teardown on. So thank you, Ronit, for volunteering for all of John and myself to go this deep into your business, right? I'm sure John gave you wonderful advice on the website teardown. I'm sure he gave you wonderful advice in your Google Ads account. And today, hopefully I can give you wonderful advice on your SEO. Ronit's been a member of the community for a long, long time. And somebody you just want to root for. When you meet her, you just want to root for her. And so, I'm happy to help her out. I'm happy she volunteered today. And I'll say the same thing I said on the last website. I'm very good at pointing out things that need to change. And sometimes that can be taken as, hurtful, right? Like you're bad in some way because you didn't do these, or who knows what feelings might come up when someone points out things that are wrong with something that you created. I think you should try to take this the right way and learn from what I point out today, because inevitably I'm going to find some things that you should change. Inevitably, no matter who volunteers their site, I'm going to find some things that need to change. So before we jump in there, I just want to mention, John and I want to do more of this stuff and more behind the scenes of hey, here's what we're working on, and be more open. And we used to do that on the Patreon feed. So way back in the day, we had a Patreon. We ended up putting all of those episodes out here on the free feed. You can go find them. They're very, very good. They're just much more loose. A little bit different style than what we do normally on this free feed. And I think that's going to continue to change as John and I hopefully push this towards a YouTube first type of podcast. But we want to also still do some of that deeper dive stuff that makes more sense behind a Patreon paywall or a YouTube membership. So look for videos just like this one, volunteers just like you who want to come watch this stuff and interact and do live questions and break down websites. Check out our YouTube page where you subscribe. There should be a join button next to it. If it's not there yet, it's coming soon. This will be launching in the next week or two here, and Patreon is already there. Patreon.com/Dropship Breakthru. You do need to be a paid member over there. We are going to charge per episode, $5 per episode, so you can come watch this stuff, watch us break down this stuff. We'd love to have you behind the paywall in Patreon, or behind the paywall in the membership in YouTube, whichever one of those you prefer. Obviously, YouTube is a little easier to use than Patreon. Patreon works really, really good for a podcast feed if you just want to listen. YouTube if you want to watch, but there will be video on Patreon as well. So we'd love to see you over there. And all right, that's my little sales pitch. Let's move on to the actual breakdown of this thing. So let's look at this website. Let's see what we're starting with here. And I need you to know, I looked a little bit, but I'm going to try to do these off the cuff, because I think that I'm better off the cuff than doing a bunch of research. And honestly, usually I can see stuff right away. So first place I start on any website that I'm going to is I want to know if their technical SEO is done right. Now, this is stuff that we put inside of Dropship Breakthru that you will not find in any other course. So it doesn't matter what you're looking for, dropshipping wise, high ticket, low ticket, e-commerce, anyone you would consider a competitor to Dropship Breakthru. No one's teaching this stuff. No one's doing this stuff. And it is imperative for you to do if you want to have a store that ranks really, really well. Now, it is boring stuff, but it is necessary. And so we give you a theme. If you purchase Dropship Breakthru, the gold package or above, we give you a copy of the Superstore theme, and we show you how to make it even better. And so that's the first thing I check when I come to a site. Now, you can usually do that by just kind of going down to the bottom here, going to the About Us page, hitting view page source, and Command F, no index. And there we go. Content, no index, no follow. That's great. Now, should all of your pages look like this? I sure hope so. If I see one, I know that you've done this. Ronit, if you have not went further than this page, I would encourage you to go look through all of your pages that are necessary. But I would assume if this is here, you're good to go. Do you have a sitemap, a human readable sitemap? Here we go. Looks like you have a human readable sitemap. Looks like you have loads of products, my friend, or loads of collection. One of the two. We're going to find that out as we go here. There is a lot to scroll through here. I know you have way more blogs than this. So you should put them in here if you want them indexed. Information where you are no indexing, these don't need to be in here, right? So this is no indexed. It doesn't need to be in here. This is no index for sure. It should be. I mean, again, we can click on this and find out. This shouldn't be in here. So let me just view page source on terms and condition, Command F, no index. Perfect. This is no index. This does not need to be in your sitemap whatsoever. So I would get these out of here if these are all no index, but you do need to put all your blogs in here. Now, again, this is like something that we custom code into your site. So if you're just watching this, you're like, what is this? Or wait, I already have a sitemap.xml that I submitted to Search Console. Google wants you to have one of these too. Very, very simple. A few pieces of code. We have it in our course, and some extra code for you to put your blogs in here as they come. All of the collections and products just auto-populate. Easy peasy. I would work on this, Ronit, as one of your to-do tasks here. Another place that I'm usually looking is, I'll just go to a product. And actually, I usually do that through a collection. So let's go through a collection. I'll head through Pinnacolo Pizza Ovens. And if I just look here, again, I want to make sure I go to /products. Whereas this, actually, I'm going to do this a different way. I'll go into it first. I'm going to grab this /products on the end here. And I'll go back to the collection, and I'll show you that if you add that same appendage on the end, /collection /Pinnacolo, and then add that same thing, now we go to the same page, right? So this is a duplicate page in Google's eyes. So there's some code in our course to remove this within collection, as well as add some canonical to tell Google this is the same as the other page, and kind of get rid of that. So it looks like you've done all of the things, Ronit. If you haven't, if you missed something and I missed something, go back to the module in our course and work through this stuff. There's quite a few things in there. Again, for any of you that are watching this that are not a member of our course and wondering how to do e-commerce SEO better, this is a wonderful time for me to pitch the course, because that entire module is something you will not find anywhere else online. I promise you that. So you should hop in there and implement this stuff, and it'll make a massive, massive difference. Okay, so the next place I like to look is the home page. And I want to know how does Google looking at your homepage? So I'll use this SEO minion tool to analyze on-page SEO, and you can see all the headings on page 1. So we have one H1, which is your name. And I think I've actually recently found something. I'm gonna zip out of here. I'm going to inspect your logo slowly. My elements here on the right has been slow. Anybody else watching this, leave a comment below if this has also been slow for you. I don't know if this is just a me thing or what's going on. This seems to take 10-15 seconds to do this. I'll try to do this very little today because of how long this is taking here. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. All right, I'm gonna skip here. I'll just try to explain it while it's loading. Hopefully it loads. I think in this theme and in many other themes, they're using your logo as the H1. So it's not actually words, it's just logo. So we're kind of testing something where we switch this to be your main H1 of the page, or even this. Like, it doesn't need to look like an H1 to be an H1. And apparently this is never going to load. So we're just not going to do that one today. But we're experimenting with that because in an ideal world, your homepage ranks for a big keyword, right? If you, let's say she sold mostly pizza ovens, the likelihood of you ranking for the term pizza oven anywhere aside from the collection page named pizza ovens is very slim, except for your homepage. And so if we can talk about that right on the homepage, there's a good chance we can rank for pizza ovens on our, like, your homepage has all the authority in the world. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm going to guess this is the logo. Let's see if we can highlight it. No, you can't. So I'm going to guess this is the logo, and this might be a thing that we here at Dropship Breakthru look into as well to help our students out. But I think this is more than just this theme where this is happening. So, have a look at yours. See where your H1 is on the homepage. Do you have more than one H1? Obviously, that's a big deal. I can see many, many, many H2s. Often those are fine. Often they are, a lot, right? And so create extraordinary pizza. Okay, so this is an H2. This is an H2 for some reason. I can't highlight this. Hopefully you can see my mouse. Let me make sure I can see my mouse here as I'm doing this. You can see my mouse. Perfect. This meat Polito is an H2. Your backyard collections is an H2. Fall sales is an H2. Hot discounts on pizza ovens is an H2. These are all H2s. And I have some opinions about that, but you've got a lot of H2s here that can look the way they look without being an H2. You will need a developer's help for this stuff, but the more organized you can be, the more you can, again, tell a story with what you're trying to use as headlines here. So like Rosso Fuoco, I hope I said that right, pizza oven. There's likely a page on your site that is the main keyword. So you probably don't want that as an H2 on this page, if that makes sense. You don't want to try to cannibalize each other. So from an SEO lens, I'd be looking at why you have so many H2s. I'd be looking at some of these H3s. Some of them just feel like things you have to do. Others you can adjust. So again, we've been working on turning this one into an H1. I might look into that. All right, so what else do I see here? This is very hard to read. I don't know if it's an SEO problem, but this is hard to read just with how thick some of the letters are. I like your backyard collections. You're trying to send people to your main collections, which we can address those as we get along. Pizza ovens by brand is a collection. I think we're going to run into an issue on this collection page. We'll circle back to this one. Let me go back and let's circle back to this one. Hot discounts on pizza ovens, explore fall deals. This is not sending me anywhere, right? So this is probably something that needs to be clickable. Probably not using these keywords unless I'm sending them to a page that wants to rank for those keywords. I noticed you put discounts on Polito pizza ovens here, and it just goes to the Polito pizza ovens collection, right? So if we come in here, well, where's the discounts? Is this considered the discount? Where's the discounts? Whereas I would hazard to tell you, if this is searchable, and I'm happy to do a different brand here. Let's do Chicago Brick Oven. I know they are searched far more, right? So Chicago Brick Oven. Sorry, I don't want to do it all in one window. Let's open new tabs here while we do this. Chicago Brick Oven. Again, you said discounts. Let's come shop discounts. The word discounts not even on this page. And I'll tell you a little something. I bet everybody watching this has this ability. If you have a brand that has real volume, usually people are searching that brand name with a few extra keywords. For sale, reviews, price, and then a little filthy one called discounts. Now, I don't know if that's I hate discounts. I'm just be honest, I hate giving discounts. But if you do offer a discount and people are searching for it, you can likely rank for that pretty easy. So let's, what did she say on the front page here? Chicago Brick Oven discounts. Let's go search that. Chicago Brick Oven. So let's just see what Chicago Brick Oven, I'm assuming that's the brand. Cool. Everyone, Google realizes it's the brand. If we scroll down here, what do we get? We get the 750 and the 500. We get the for sale. What did I tell you? It's like I've done this before. Here's your installation keyword, the big brand keyword. There's your reviews keyword. I'm not seeing a discount. Typically, you'll see a discount here as well. Let's try discount. Nope. Coupon. See how it's just adding the end here? That means this is not a term. So I'll contrast it with the Austin Air Purifiers that I know does this. Austin Air Purifier discount code. See how it populated the whole thing here? So there's 10 a month here. And I think you can show up for something like this, just like your boy. That's me, boy. That's the number one listing right there. And this does okay for us. Again, I don't like giving discounts. This is kind of my test site where we fuck around and do weird shit. So if this works, 100% works, you can send it to a page. So if you're going to do Chicago Brick Ovens discounts, don't send them to the collection page where you never mention a discount. So the big incongruity there, if that makes sense, right? Get them to a page where you actually offer a discount. Or what you're doing. That would be my recommendation. I'm not sure these are the right words to get people where you want to get to. Welcome to our pizza oven select. I believe a lot of people are using quizzes where this is a headline too. You got to be careful with that. We are the official don't think this is the right way you would say that. We are the official authorized dealer. I would just say we are authorized dealers for all of our brands. Probably is the way. I don't know about official authorized dealers there, Ronit. And this might be a theme. I've seen some like grammar things, and I'm actually going to show you how to fix that later on in this video. Okay, so I'm assuming all of these go to the collection they should go to. Let's just use some of these as examples, right? This goes to /Belforno. 100% this is something that is not correct, but many people do this, right? So, and I think I've showed this example before, and I'll just come here. We'll go to an old site of mine. This is neglected. Don't judge us. Brian has moved on to sell this treadmill desk here that we acquired when we were partners, and so I still like to use this as an example because a lot of it's good, but this site is heavily neglected and doesn't rank for a lot of stuff because it is so neglected. So, but here's the thing, right? So the point I'm trying to make on this, if you come here, this went to /Belforno, right? Belforno. A lot of people who would sell FlexiSpot standing desk would send this to just /collection /FlexiSpot. In fact, before Brian and I became partners, that's what this said. It was /FlexiSpot. And really that's the keyword we're looking at here. And so the same thing goes with Belforno. It's likely Belforno pizza ovens that is the keyword. And we can just go search it, right? Belforno. Belforno has 170 a month. Belforno pizza ovens has 70. And so even if Belforno has more, I'm probably still going to call it Belforno pizza ovens because, and I know it was singular. I'm going to put in plural. It'll probably say 0. It was 70. It still says 70. Great. Because you're still hitting this main keyword. So why wouldn't you want to describe it? So I would challenge you, Ronit, on all of these. This should be Belforno pizza ovens. This should be Clementi. If that's now your H1, Clementi pizza ovens, then this should be Clementi pizza ovens up in this URL. So I'm a big stickler on on-page SEO. The little shit matters. If this is your H1, which it appears to be your H1, that has to be the URL. Has to be. And I wouldn't be afraid to change it given where you are so far. I'm going to try to inspect and see if this works here. Apparently it's not going to work for me today. But I would be looking like, is this image file named Clementi Pizza Ovens? Is it alt tagged Clementi Pizza Oven side angle with lady eating pizza in the background or something like that? That's what it should be called. And I don't know what it's called. Mine is not working today, so I apologize. Anybody else who's watching this, or Ronit yourself, I'm sure you can go inspect this or look in your back end of what it is. I would encourage you to make sure that all of your little pieces are right. H1 matches the URL. The H2 supports the H1. I'm assuming this is an H2. We'll have to go the back way here. So you have two H1s. You have an H1 that says Clementi Pizza Ovens, and you have an H1 that says this. Big no-no, right? Never have two H1s. And so if this is the case on one, I bet it's the case on many other places too. Here's your H2. Not terrible. I wouldn't be thrilled about it, but not terrible. Is there more headings here? A lot of this stuff is like the filtering on the side, which is so weird that those are headlines. Okay. Come back here. So H1 and H1, no. You got to get rid of one of these. It should just say this. It should be in your URL. This doesn't need to be here. Here's some of the benefits. Maybe that's how I would word it. Let me read this real quick. Imagine bringing the magic of an Italian pizzeria right into your home. With the Clementi Home Pizza Oven, crafted for the discerning pizza aficionado, you can recreate the traditional flavors and aromas of authentic Italian pizza. So I've read some of the other stuff on the site, and I'm going to point it out to you, Ronit, and anyone watching this. This is actually pretty good. And I think you can do really well. But one thing I do see, I don't know if this is you or like the way you're pulling it out of AI, which I'm positive you're using. This oven, expertly constructed with premium materials, blends sleek elegance with robust practicality, ensuring both safety and style. So this is like clearly written by AI. I can tell that by the big words it's using. Nobody uses those words. and like way too many commas. So I'm in Claude on a different screen, and I will share it here in just a minute. I'm just writing rewrite this for me. Rewrite this for me in more conversational tone. Let me figure out how to share. I wish there was an easy way to jump screens here. We'll just have to see my big ugly mug and then go back to Claude here. All right, so here now we're in Claude, and it said this is probably a little too conversationally written, right? And so you could also just take this. I'll grab this one more time and say, make this grammatically correct. I'm shocked. If this is actually grammatically correct that you should have this many commas, I'm shocked because I think it looks insane to me. And I don't think it reads well. And I thought this was the case across multiple parts of your site. I'm happy to be wrong here, but I would encourage you to like take some of this copy and pull it into like the Hemingway app and say, set it to a 6th grade level at max, and have it rewrite some of this stuff in a level that a 6th grader could read it. Because, like, again, expertly constructed, premium material, sleek elegance, robust practicality, ensuring, like, most people don't talk like that. Now, when Claude redid it and said, this is such a well-made oven, you can tell they didn't cut any corners with materials, and I love how they managed to make it both stylish and sturdy. It looks great in any kitchen, but it's also super safe and practical to use. Now, that's more like a review, right? And, like, maybe that could be a section. I actually don't mind the way that was written. If that's you and you have a little section in here for owner's thoughts, right? Business owner's thoughts, and you just have a little like section in there. But I would just encourage you to look at all this stuff from a lens of like, can you read it? So do I think you hit the right keywords in here? Probably. Like, it's probably not hard to find the Clementi. Let's just search it. Clementi pizza ovens. I might put this FAQ on the page where a Clementi pizza oven's made. That's a pretty easy one that you're not going to write a page for. And let's scroll down to what else we got here. Did you mention the Forno Bravo on the page? The Forno Plumbo, I'm guessing, is another product. If you have the commercial ones, that's super interesting. I would probably think about that. Look at that. You're being searched. My backyard zone. Clement, like, even though this says 0, you're being searched. That's amazing. You should be thrilled with that, Ronit. That means you're going in the right direction. Did you throw the word buy in there? Did you mention buy Clementi pizza ovens? Did you mention the word price in there? Did you mention the word electric in there? These are the kind of things I'm thinking about as I'm building it out. And so if you did, great. I do think you should take this entire section. Number one, get rid of this H1. You cannot have two H1s. Take this entire section and make this only as big as this section. Like, you want people to be able to see this carousel the moment they land in most cases nowadays. And so, like, get people where they want to go quickly. And I think you'll probably see that across a lot of your collection pages, that they all kind of fall into this. If we look at Belforno, not as long, but pretty long. I definitely have some thoughts on some of your writing. Again, the Belforno pizza ovens. There's a lot of places on this site where you say, the product name does blank. This product, blah, blah, blah. There, blah, you know what I mean? Like, it's very interestingly written. I would again suggest Claude to rewrite this. You do have to train it a little bit. You have to like figure out the right prompt to get it to the voice you want. But I know you probably spent a lot of time on this stuff, so I don't want to tell you to just rewrite it all. I would just grab it and say, Claude, help me rewrite this. I don't want to say elegantly. There's going to have to be a prompt that you like, Ronit. I often like to use in the voice of someone. So if there's someone in popular culture who's a writer or a podcaster, or maybe they make movies in a certain style, you can say, I want to write in this style. And, you could also mix it with someone else's style, right? So I think in the past I've done a podcast way back when where I showed a little AI stuff, and I said, write this in the tone of Joe Rogan. And then I said, write this in the tone of Gary Vee, and it did a pretty good job. But what if you mix the two, right? you could prompt the thing to do anything. So I'd encourage you to try to find your voice here and consider rewriting these in a way that's easier to read. Like, again, diverse needs of discerning outdoor cooks. No one talks like that. Literally no one talks like that. So unless these are super, super high end, which they're not high end, but no one talks about that, right? Really think about how the person talks who's selling these things. I do want to give you some encouragement because, man, you've come a long way, Ronit. Like, these are so much different than the last time I looked at your website, and like, you've clearly put in a ton of work here, and I actually think you're starting to see results, especially on the SEO lens. So I hope you keep going because you're not far off from making this work really, really well. Oh, I did need that one, and I can't open that one back up. So bitch. Sorry for the swearing. I hope your kids aren't listening here. All right, let's go back here. So again, this is probably Belforno Pizza Ovens. This is probably Clementi Pizza Ovens. This is probably Forno Piumbo Pizza Ovens. This is probably Elementi Fire Pits, right? Really think through what these should be named and then make them better. So again, this to me looks like there's going to be 2 H1s here. So this might be a chronic problem on your site here. Let's find out. No, you made this one an H2. So maybe it wasn't. I would just go double check every collection you have and think about renaming them. I think this is probably your right keyword here, Elementi Fire Pits. And once again, I think Google really, 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 really wants less content. So if they landed and it looked like this and they could see this carousel, that's probably what Google wants. And that's unfortunate for people who have put in a lot of work on these pages. Now, you can repurpose this elsewhere. There's plenty of other places you could do this. I just don't think Google wants this anymore. Maybe it matters less on these brand pages than it does on your wood fire pizza oven. Let's analyze the SEO while we're in here. H1, H2 are the same keyword, so you're going to want to pick a different keyword here, right? I like that you're linking over to the other ones. That makes sense. But again, you probably want very little text here. You probably want it to look like that when someone lands, because they don't care what you have to say anymore, or Google doesn't care. They want a little bit of content, and you do need a few supporting keywords, right, based on your keyword research. But honestly, they just want people to be able to shop. So help them shop and don't have the same H1 and H2. That's never going to help you win. If we just go search wood-fired pizza ovens, probably can find your H2 pretty quickly. If you have commercial ones, this is a different collection. That'd be awesome. If you have kits, that could be a different one. Not seeing an obvious secondary keyword here. Might just be your for sale. Honestly, it might just be wood-fired pizza ovens for sale, like put above your H2. If you want to see what that looks like, I'll show you quick on Wellness Junction. Shop by concern. Scroll down. We just like dynamically inserted these in here. So air purifiers and for mold and mildew was the name of the collection, and air purifiers for mold and mildew for sale is like the top of the headline here. So pretty easily done. That might honestly be your keyword here. So get that changed up if you can. And then, can you reduce, literally, really reduce your copy? All these collection pages are going to have to be reduced. And I bet that probably grinds your gears a little bit because you probably spent a lot of time here. Same H1 as the H2 here again. I think this is going to be a constant thing. So every collection page, go find out if you have 2 H1s. If you don't have 2 H1s, find out if your H1 and your H2 are the same. And if they are, then you're going to have to go find the other one, Ronit. All right, I got some notes over here. Let me look at some of these notes. All right, if I go to, so first off with pizza ovens, you're looking at this, like you have view pizza oven brands, view pizza oven types, and they're like pages. If this isn't like, let me just double check before I run my mouth. So this page is indexed, and I don't really understand like why this page need to exist. Like, is someone going to Google and searching shop by pizza oven brand? No. Right. And so like, what is the point of this page? In my opinion, I think it's useless. Like, And if you're going to do it, then like no index it and let people jump right here so that they can just get where they want to go. Because there's no point to this page. Like I don't know what you're trying to rank for here, so I wouldn't even have this page. If I go to types, so you have a pages pizza ovens for sale, and you have, if I go here, you have a collection pizza ovens for sale. So number one, these two are fighting each other right out of the gates. So then I would challenge you, like, does this page need to exist? Or does this page need to exist? And it can't be both. It has to be one. You can't have two pages ranking for the same keyword. That's just not the way we're going to go about this and have any chance of ranking either one. I would recommend this to be your collection. I would probably get rid of most of this content, and I would just let people go where they want to go. Because the likelihood of you ever ranking pizza ovens in the first place is so low that if you need to have this collection right here, just get people where they want to get to right away. They don't care about pizza ovens are ovens that are specifically designed to cook pizza. No shit. Like, they're already looking for pizza ovens. So they know that, right? And so, again, take this the right way, Ronit. This is overkill. And you should get rid of this page for sure. And consider getting rid of your brand page as well. Because you could put both of those on here. Just like a shop by type and shop by brand. And that's it. Very, very simple. And then get them where they want to go as quickly as possible. I think, if I remember right, no, it was this one. So outdoor fire features. You link to this blog here, Ronit, that goes to a 4. I know you have this blog, but you're linking to the wrong spot. Google hates 404s, so you're going to want to make sure you take care of that. You can find those in your search console under, your page errors. You should find your 404s, and you should fix all of them constantly. I bet everyone listening to this has those. You get the email from Search Console that says you have 404. Like, click in there. What are they? Why are they there? Redirect them if they make sense to be redirected. So same thing on this one. I think you're going too far. I don't want to go down too many collection pages because I think they're all doing the same thing here. You do have H1, H2. That's cool. And you're using different words, but I think you're putting too much content once again. Back to pizza ovens again. All right. So you have all the brand pages. Cool. You have the 3 different fuel types, but you have a collection here that says pizza ovens by fuel type. Like, is someone searching this? Like, if I search pizza ovens by fuel type, you're number 1, 0 volume here. Are you getting traffic? Because if you're not getting traffic, this page is redundant, and I wouldn't have this here at all. I would just get rid of this page. And sometimes people put like a collection here because they think they need one. You can like not link something in your menus. I think too often people put something there because they think they need a link, where you could just put the pound symbol, and that's fine. That's good enough. So I like that I like the way you're doing this. I just think you have some pages you could delete, some collections you could delete. I'm going to guess this is the same way. Yep, collections. Again, you're probably number 1 for this. You're not. But I don't think this is searched, right? The 0 volume, which, again, you know me, I don't believe this is 0. But also, like, what would be the point of being here? I'm not really sure. So, all right, I think I'm driving my point home here. Get rid of this. 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 Probably get rid of this. Like, you don't need these overarching. Definitely don't need the portable built-in or countertop pizza ovens for sale. So, like, what does that have to do with installation method? Portable and freestanding countertop. Yeah, I just don't think you need this page in order to get people where they need to go. Commercial and trailer pizza oven, residential pizza oven. This is one I would probably question whether you need that. Maybe that is a keyword. If it is, cool. Definitely have to trim this down. You're going to have to do a lot of trimming, Ronit. And then learn more. So where does this one? This one goes to complete pizza oven bundles with accessories. They both go to the same one. All right, that's better than going to the 2 different places. This is probably your keyword. I like what you're trying to do here. I think you should just try to do it a little bit differently. Yeah, probably not complete with accessories. That might be in your H2, but pizza oven bundles is where you start, or all in one pizza. You'd have to do a little keyword research around it. And then these are 100% key. I don't even need to look at these to know they are wood-fired pizza oven or gas. I don't think this is the right keyword. Let's find out. Wood-fired pizza oven or gas-fired pizza oven. Let's try wood-fire. Wood versus gas. There it is right there. $40 a month. Wood versus gas pizza oven. Here's a $170 a month pizza oven, wood versus gas. Gas versus wood pizza ovens, $140. These are your keywords that you need to work through. So I love what you were trying to do here. Love it. Like love it a lot, actually. But you're just a little bit off. So go find the right keywords for this, Ronit, and you'll probably win quickly. Go find the right ones for this one too, right? Like that's not quite right. Not quite right. But when you go find the ones that are right, you're probably going to do pretty well with them. What else can you cook in a pizza? That's probably a cool article. Pizza oven door open or closed. Again, probably not the right way to show up for that term. I'm going to guess that's the wrong term. Right topic, probably wrong term. The different pizza styles you've got to try. Portable, built-in, or countertop. Again, this is probably not the right keyword, but I think you're going in the right direction, although this went to a collection. I bet it's like portable versus... Probably something like that. Portable versus built-in pizza oven. No, 0 month there. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's try portable. Here's one for you. Portable pizza oven comparison. If you have multiple of these, you should create this page today. Portable. Let's just try portable pizza oven versus... maybe not. There's another one of your gas and wood keywords as well. I would look into that keyword again. I don't know if this one needs to be here, this particular collection. Now you're doing the same thing here. Can you take that same discerning eye to these, right? This page probably doesn't need to exist. This collection definitely doesn't need to exist. None of these collections do, right? We're going to be trimming a lot of fat on your site. If you can trim all that and then get the right keywords on the right pages, like fire tables. I don't know. Can you say fire tables for sale or a supporting keyword for fire tables here instead? What do we got? Are these the same keyword? Probably. No one has an indoor fire table, right? Let me double check that you're not hitting all these other keywords here. So fire table, gas fire pits. I don't see a gas fire table, which this is saying gas fire tables is $1,900 a month. Outdoor so I'm going to guess fire tables and outdoor fire tables are the same keyword. So this is probably like your main collection. You might have a gas fire table collection, or go do the research. Are all the results the same on all three of these? Then this is all one page. And so you'll have to separate them appropriately. And of course, here's your fire tables for sale. I'm a big fan of adjectives. So small fire tables, black fire tables. These are all very interesting keywords to me, and ones that I think you should do a little more research into to make sure, that when you're in fire tables, you're hitting all the right stuff, right? Where are we at? Fire tables. Yeah, there's no other things on here, right? And so I'm going to guess this doesn't do very well, and it's because you don't have supporting keywords. You're not addressing all of these, and like you're probably missing out on some things here that are, to me at least, interesting. So if you're going to get rid of a bunch of these that don't need to exist collections and you're like wanting something to do, I think we just found some stuff for you to do there. All right, what is Elementi Plus? What's the difference between Elementi and Elementi Plus? Also, do you need an accessories page? I think this is something that too many people do, where they create an accessories page when you don't really need one. You can put that all on one Elementi page and then use these filters to tag them as accessories. So when they're on the Elementi plays, they can hit, let's just imagine this button was accessories, then it would only show them the accessories down here. That's the easiest way to do it and reduce your bloat. All right, what else do we got here? Let's go to planters. What do we got here? Planters blah. With a planter. The planter. I would try to rewrite this. I bet you could, again, just pull this whole thing in here and say, hey, I wrote this for a collection page selling planters on a website, dedicated to backyard products. I'd like this written in a different tone. Can you help me find, again, try to describe your avatar if you can, and then don't stop with one prompt. When it gives you back an answer, say, yeah, I kind of like that, but also could you add it like this? Well, yeah, I kind of like that, but could you change it to the voice of this? And like prompt your way to the finish line here to get a little bit better description on this one. Because I know you can do better than what is on here. And again, this is, obviously not as in depth as these two areas of your site, which you went really deep. And so like this is a much smaller lever. Changing this page is a much smaller lever than adjusting these pizza ovens and these outdoor fire features, because you're not far off here. Like you're really close, Ronit. You have to clean up all of these collections. You have to. And I haven't even like looked at a product, right? So like, this one I can tell right now your main image is not square. Like you got to go make this one square. And then like, if I go to /collection/all just to look at what you're selling, so I can go to a product that's actually moving, hopefully. I come into here. I haven't even went in here, and I can't inspect today. So are all of these file names and alt tags done the correct way that we teach in the course? If they're not, you got to fix them across all of your products, right? Chicago brick oven 750 countertop wood fire pizza oven. I bet this is probably the right headline, but let's just search Chicago brick oven 750. Scroll down to these supporting keywords. Reviews. Review manual. Without knowing this product a little better, I wouldn't know where to search for this H2, but I promise you it is not this. And so you have to think through what that should be. Let's double check your H tags quick on this page. So satisfying your crate. So this is an H2 that's satisfying. I don't know where is this watch to see how to create delicious meals. I don't even know where this one is. This headline. Free gift from us. Also will not light up. Your reviews light up. Where is the free gift from us? Here we go. So this is an H2 as well. This is an H2. You got a lot of H2s on this page that are probably unnecessary. And a shitload of H3s too. Big, bold letters, right? And I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get across that you're offering this free thing. But do you need to mention it here and then also mention it here? And also mention it here. I'd focus more on talking to your customer. Like, this is good. This is good. Like, can you stick with that? And, again, have Claude try to help you rewrite this, right? And, don't make it a headline, underline. You can't read that. And it's green. It's a hard green to read, if I'm honest with you. But from an SEO lens, it's just way too much going on here. I also noticed that, I'm pretty sure this is spelled wrong on every single page of your website. Installments. Am I wrong? Is installments 2 L's? Yeah, it's 2 L's. Right? So pretty sure this is pulled on every single page. You're going to want to go fix that so that is correct. Again, I think you have like a grammar thing across your whole site, although Claude thought you did that one right. I noticed multiple places where you have these sentences where it's like comma after comma after comma after comma, and that's just, think through a lens of a fifth grader. Can a fifth grader read it, or are they going to be challenged? And that's a beauty of the Hemingway app, is you can change your writing to be more directed to America. I don't know a better way to put it. So, all right, I'm kind of jumping around here, but like I'm spotting little issues everywhere, right? So I can't inspect anything on this page, but this damn well better be right, because you have a lot going on here. You're also like headline galore here. Probably not hitting the right thing. You say the CB750 count. You say this phrase. I guess you only say it 5 times. It sure felt like you said it a lot more than that. There's got to be a different way than you. The blank. Like you're starting every pair. The blank. The blank. The blank. The blank. The blank. You know what I mean? Like there's the blank everywhere. So you got to work on that, because it's not a way people talk. You don't say the ultimate pizza oven for your personal style. The CBO 750 blah, blah, blah. It comes with everything you need to start making delicious pizzas in no time. Just say that. Like this should be your headline. The ultimate pizza oven for your personal style. No, make delicious pizzas in no time. That would be my headline, right? Can I read this whole page, hitting the keywords I need to hit, but like telling a story? Why you need to make America's favorite food? Why can't you say make America's favorite food in the best pizza? Make something like that, on the best pizza oven on the market. Love that. Don't sound like, there's probably a way you can rephrase this into a statement versus like just say make your own masterpiece. But I don't mind this either, if I'm honest with you. The ultimate pizza oven for your, we just talked about that. Making delicious pizza. Make delicious pizzas in no time, and then talk about how it's fast. I can tell you put a lot of work in here already, and I'm trying to be not as critical as I'd like to be. I think you can do the writing better here, and I think Claude could really help with that. You got to find the right prompts for this. Okay, so I wanted to show one other thing here and just kind of show you that am I sharing the right screen? Here we go. So this is what you look like in Ahrefs. Again, looks like you're trending in the right direction over the course of time that you've been putting in a lot of good work. If we go back 2 years, I bet it looks like you were doing better here, and then you kind of came to our live event and readjusted, and like the referring domains have risen, but the organic traffic has not risen. So referring domains is is something that is probably false. You have 102 links. 1 link per domain. You have 93 do follow links. And of those 93, 92 of them get 1,000 or less traffic per month. All of these are shit links. This tells me you have no good links unless it's that one link. Let's go look at that one link before I say that. 1 do follow link above 1,000. Learning to love yourself. 9 steps for learning to love more about yourself. This is the link to you. So also pretty trash. So you, probably need to disavow these at some point. I don't think it's necessary right this moment, but you probably need to. And you, more importantly, need to go get some links. And so if we're looking in your business, you've got lots of brands. 100%, one of those brands, if not many of those brands, have a dealer page where they say, here's where you can buy us. You need to go get listed on that, like immediately, and get a backlink, hopefully to their collection or to your homepage. There are many places online that are sketchy, but also many places online that are not, where you can get your business listed as part of a directory. There are many forums online in all different areas where you could potentially be a member there and contribute in some way and have a link back in your profile. Those are like the very simplest links. And then there are plenty of companies out there that will go they're definitely buying links for you. Be very, very careful. And if you're ready to do that, Ronit, reach out to me. I'd be happy to recommend some people to you. But I think right now, if you just cleaned up the H tag problem that's rampant across your site, homepage, collection pages, everywhere, made sure your on page is done right. I can't inspect any of those things today because it's not working, but you should be able to go inspect those. Clear out the collection page bloat. Examine every collection page because you have way too much content on there. I know you spend a lot of time. Just re-examine what it would look like to remove 95% of it and just address what you need to address in a short paragraph. H1, short paragraph, H2, carousel. If you want to put some FAQs on the bottom that makes sense there, that makes sense. Again, they are directly addressing the collection page they are on and they don't deserve their own page. That's stuff you could put at the bottom that I think is relevant. But if you just cleaned up the bloat, if you just cleaned up your pages, I actually think you're not far off here. And so then you just need to go get some links. And so hopefully I gave you some good actionable advice today. Again, if you stuck with this whole time, if you're here in minute 50, thank you for watching this stuff. I do think we're going to do more of this stuff. And again, John and I want to talk about the businesses we're working on. We're in about a dozen companies at this point. We're doing this stuff every day, and we want to talk about it again the way we used to. So patreon.com/dropship breakthrough. Make sure you're a paid member. We are going to charge for those episodes. Have a tight little membership community both on Patreon and on YouTube. If you want to join on YouTube, go to youtube.com/dropship breakthrough. I'm guessing go find our channel over there, and there will be a join button if there's not one there already. Hopefully we'll get that started here soon. And good luck, Ronit. Please reach out if any of this stuff resonated with you and you're not sure how to handle it. Reach out. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you again, Ronit, and I hope anyone watching this really enjoyed this 3-part series. You got to watch John break down the ads and the website, and watch me break down the SEO and a little bit of the website too. So leave a comment below. What did you learn from this? What did you learn that you can implement on your site?
Thanks for listening to the Dropship Podcast. You can find all the show notes for this episode at dropshippodcast.com. And if you're ready to take the next step in your dropshipping journey, we invite you to join us inside Dropship Breakthru, where John and I will walk you through step-by-step in starting your own high-ticket dropshipping e-commerce business. But that's not all. Dropship Breakthru will also teach you everything you'll need to know to grow your business and take it to the next level. So head over to dropshipbreakthru.com and sign up for our free training that will help you take the first steps towards building and growing your own profitable high-ticket dropshipping business.